Another year, another Smackdown game. We're no longer in the noughties, we're in our teens. It's Smackdown vs. Raw 2010. And gameplay was changed very subtly in places, and in other places it changed considerably. Gameplay reverted back to 4 strong grapple markers. Basically, you hold RB in thumbstick and you would do a clutch and do a big move, yada yada. Whereas just using the thumbstick would give you a small generic move, like a chop or an arm drag, which are quick. They were called quick grapples for a reason, but people hated it, so they changed it in the following year. But also, you could now go on the apron. You could do springboards off the apron into the ring, or springboard offside. You could run off the apron and do a Hurricane Run or a seated senton, for instance. In single-player games, you could put titles on the line. Hell, you could even have interference. Not that it was new, but you would actually see lovely entrances of them coming in. Maybe they'll perform their finisher and leave. Maybe it'll be The Undertaker using his blue cloud in smoke and just appears randomly and tombstones you for no apparent reason. But you could set your enemies and your allies, just for good measure as well. Basically, there was new modes in the game. You had Championship Scramble now, the 20-minute game with 5 people, where you had to be the winner, have the winning fall before the time runs out. The last winning fall. Unfortunately, despite it being a 5-player game, online you could only have 4 players. Kind of defeated the purpose of it. Royal Rumble match was improved somewhat. You now had proper eliminations, corner eliminations, where it was a quick time event where you had to choose the right timing, press the right button first, or try and push them out by getting the bar in the blue square area twice before it disappeared. Damn it, Cena, why won't you die? But you could also use finishers, although to be fair it was a bit cheap if you had fired up as an ability, because you would automatically have 3 finishers without doing anything. Cheap Batista. The crappy backstage brawls that were in last year's game were updated to be slightly better, but unfortunately you could only win by KO, and this could prove a costly thing. You could spend tens of minutes literally trying to kill an enemy by doing finishers and signatures and what goodness knows what else, and use weapons and strong strikes, and they just wouldn't KO. It was irritating to say the least. No, believe me, I did a live stream. 20 minutes it took me to kill Primo. Flipping annoying. There is also mixed tag now. Basically, men can attack men, women can attack women. Men can attack women, but women can still attack man. I call that Sex Discrimination Act. I think that's unlawful. But hey, we eat defeat on a regular basis. Aside that, Royal Road to WrestleMania mode made a triumphant return after being successful in last year's game. 5-6 new storylines of epicness. Although to be fair, I can't remember much of them. After going back to them, I can see legacy in this video clip, and for Shawn Michaels, you make JBL retire. I miss JBL. Am I the only one that thinks that? Yeah, probably. I just think this moment is epic. Hey, give me the money, HBK. No, sweet chair music. Oh, da 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 da. But Smackdown vs. Raw 2010 was known as a creation sequel. The updated creation. There was the first time you saw Superstar threads where you could change the colour and the designs of the colours of your favourite superstars' trunks. If they were not on the roster, created superstars were completely different, didn't have this option. Of course, you had to create the superstar anyway, so what was the difference? So you could change it to your favourite colour. Although you couldn't add anything or move any body parts. And you still can't. Create a finisher included top rope dives where you could taunt and do crazy dives. It never felt realistic, to be honest. It always felt a bit comical. Even if you tried to do a realistic dive, the full animation looked a bit clunky. And it still does to this day, unfortunately. But the biggest addition to the game was the paint tool. Tristan and Mercury could probably say this better, but the complexity of the designs you can make with your superstar, your custom superstars, were infinite. You could have tassels on their legs. You can make complex designs like the Matrix using numbers and squiggly lines and goodness knows what else. This is a chest plate for Michael Satomura, a Japanese female Joshi wrestler that I made. And the amount of stuff you could do. Okay, it's a crude design, but putting it on the Superstar, it looked far better than the preset stuff you got in Great Superstar mode. Hell, you could even use the highlight reel this year to use it as an entrance movie for your Titantron for your custom Superstar. It was epic! Yet, they still hadn't updated Hell in a Cell. It wasn't until next year's game where we'd see even more improvements and changes. Some for the better, some for the worst. But you won't see that until the next episode of the History of WWE 12. Thank you for watching, guys. Please like and favourite and show it to all your friends. We will be back in the next episode for Smackdown vs. Raw. Let's crank it up to 11. Before the finale will be WWE 12. Awesome. Woo woo woo.